Lake Chilwa is a Ramsar site that was permitted in 1997, and it is a very important lake, not just in Malawi but in the African continent, for its ecologically and culturally significant wetlands that it contains. It supports up to 1.5 million people, and it has about 25,000 species of fish and 164 species of birds. So the crises that Lake Chilwa has faced over time have been dramatic and also slow burning. In 1968, Lake Chilwa completely disappeared, and then that affected people. And then in 1995, it also dried again, affecting 1.5 million people. It did not just affect them in terms of water, but it also had an effect on the fish species that was there. And therefore, it's created, the crisis by the lake was a crisis for the people. In the early 1995s to 2000, Malawi lost about 15% of its forests, and that led to the siltation of the land, making the fishing grounds for juvenile fish to disappear. That was also associated with mosquito net fishing, and therefore the crisis further escalated. 52 village associations banded themselves up to respond to the crisis that was happening around Lake Chilwa, and they decided that they were going to solve this issue themselves. What they did was they put up laws and rules of how they were going to manage Lake Chilwa. First of all, by putting out timetables of when fishing could be done and when it could be stopped to help the juvenile fish to mature to a size that fishing makes sense to them. But also bird associations were formed that were able to restore and preserve the birds that were around the Chilwa and that people depended on as part of survival and pursue restoration. But over and above that, there was a 4.4 million JQNDP program under this Transform program that helped associations and also the community to come up with programs that may help Lake Chilwa be restored and also survive in terms of the fish as well as the birds, as well as the communities around them that depend on it. The transformation has been remarkable. Fish that had collapsed are now recovering. The forests have also that had been they are regenerating, as well as the water levels have now stabilized. The 164 bird species that call Lake Chilwa them have also stabilized because their home is now becoming permanent. As for the 1.5 million people that depend on the lake, they look at everything, their economy being stable, as well as food security is defined. And this really is something that people around Lake Chilwa look at as a definite gain. But also, beyond the stabilization of the lake and the economics, the community is deeply rooted to the natural habitat that they look at Lake Chilwa was providing and continues to provide. But also the wetlands are proving to be the buffer against the zoonotic diseases that can spill over, therefore providing a stable home and a balance between the humans, animals, and the ecosystem that Lake Chilwa provides. And finally, I think that local actions have global impact. Lake Chilwa is is a success story, and it just doesn't impact communities in Malawi, but it also impacts a continent as well as globally. And therefore, every restored wetland not only has impact for a community or a country, but it does impact the whole world.